we've got some marketing truths to talk to women about on how to build their business. So, we want to share with you some marketing tips and little habits that you can create so you don't feel like you're getting sucked into the world of, oh my God, I got to market 24/7 for my business and I have no time, no life. Because that's typically what we experience as female entrepreneurs. We get into our business and then we have to become marketing experts, and that can be very, very exhausting. I know I've been through that. I think that's one of the big things that leads to burnout. So before we get started, I would love to introduce ourselves. So hi everyone, my name is Chef Katrina. I'm one of the co-founders and creators, joined by my business partners.
Heidi Muma.
And Karen Angeli.
Yay! Look at us, amazing three powerful women. So first off, I want to recognize that if you guys are joining us on Clapper, it is Women's History Month. So this is our opportunity to recognize the extraordinary women throughout history that have really just transformed the environment and the landscape for us as women. And I really do appreciate that. And one of the amazing things that Clapper is doing this month that we are really honored to be a part of is really recognizing women of just different, genres and businesses and expertise. And so I love this because it really allows for us to give shout outs to all the incredible women that we know that are female entrepreneurs, because it's not an easy job. Being a female entrepreneur tends to be where women wear a lot of different hats, more so than any other time period right now, because we do want to financially contribute. We do want to make a difference in the world, and we want to do things that make the world a better place around our business. That's typically why a lot of us women get into the world of business. So let's talk marketing strategies. What do we know and what have we learned, ladies, about marketing since we've all been in the world of digital marketing for, I want to say what total, well, I think somewhere between 10 and 15 years. Ideally, is sometime in that time frame we've all been in touch with or done something around digital marketing. So let's talk about what's working, what's not working, and what are some of the best tips we can give these women for how to successfully market their business out there. Doors open. Go crazy.
I mean, there's so many tips.
It's a terrible topic, but
At
also
the end of the day, it really just comes down to what do you like to create and what are people actually looking for? I think that both of those things are really, really important, because when you try and create something that people aren't actually looking for, you'll probably hit your head against the wall. And I did this for years, until I finally started doing my own thing. I stopped listening to my mentor, and I started going, what are people actually looking for? Because she was so focused on SEO, which is great. It's beautiful. It works really, really well. But the way that I was taught SEO was actually not giving me a true insight as to what people actually wanted to see and hear and talk about. And so once I started letting that go and started actually looking online on the platform, okay, this is so freaking important. Big truth right here. Look on the platform that you want to build on. What are people looking for? Now, there are going to be similarities across platforms, but at the end of the day, so basically there's similarities as far as the topics, but the way that it's presented on the platforms are different. So that's the other thing too, to know how you want to market and to not budge when you realize this is how I want to market. Because that was another mistake I made. I was like, oh, this isn't working, I should try this. Oh, this isn't working. And I decided I wasn't doing that anymore. I was done. I was like, yeah, that wasn't effective. I tried it. And I can look at it like, okay, what's working, what's not working, what can I do differently? And my what can I do differently is just deciding, no, this is the way that I want to do it. And I'm not budging regardless of what anyone says or thinks or whatever. So just know how you want to do your marketing and stick with it and get really fucking curious. Like, if there's nothing else I can say, it's just being curious about, okay, well, that didn't work the way that I wanted it to. So maybe you were looking to create more views, or maybe you were looking to create conversions, or maybe you were looking to create more people following you. What is the metric that you're looking to create more of? And if that didn't work the way that you thought that it would, get really curious. Stop getting frustrated. Just get really curious about what did I miss? What is someone else doing that's in my niche that is just exploding? And a lot of times what I've discovered is it's not the people at the top that I want to look at. It's the people that are actually in their soaring stage that you want to look at and just kind of go, okay, what's working for them? Because if it's working for them, you probably want to model what's working for them and go, okay, how can I make that my own? How can I continue to grow my marketing that way?
And I think you just hit on a really big piece of the puzzle that so many of us miss in the world of marketing. We always try to do what the top gurus have done, the people that are already at the top. But here's
what
the
a
thing.
Mistake.
Yeah, it is. Truly, it's one
a
of the
fucking mistake. Yeah.
And it's the thing is that when you try to replicate that type of marketing, you're almost doomed to fail because you haven't gone through what they've gone through, which is the process and the steps of building the audience.
They
So
already have people that freaking love them, like these
so
people, they could talk about their poop and these people would be like, oh my God, I gotta know. Like that's how this works. And so when you're looking at like trying to model somebody that's gotten to that level, it's gonna be harder for you to do it that way. And I made that mistake for years.
Yeah. Well, the other interesting thing that I always found fascinating amongst this was that most people have a hard time relating to the successful people. It's actually the people that are on their way up that are taking people with them on the journey that actually create a bigger, faster audience because you're the closest to where somebody is actually at in their business or where they're at in their marketing or where they're at in their, growth process or where they're at as a coach or whatever it's at. I think it's really interesting when you look at, don't try to be at the top. What you want to do is really position yourself as the next up and coming individual, right? Don't be the expert. Talk about what you're building as the upcoming expert, the shift or the change, right? Because people want to be with somebody that's new. If you're already doing everything else that everyone's already done, there's this sense of that it's already out there, right? So what I love, what you said, Karen, was that find the up and coming, find the ones that are doing things a little differently because it's something about that that's capturing people's attention. So when you look at marketing, it's not about being the top. It's about taking people on the journey with you. And that's one of the things I learned early on. It's like you really want to have that ability to create that 20-hour work week or that 4-hour work week, right? You're going to have to do some of the work in the beginning, but it's not about positioning yourself as the go-to expert. It's about positioning yourself as the person that can be the guide on your journey. That's just enough ahead of you to keep pulling you forward because you want that tribe longevity. And the higher you come, the more bashing you get, the more trolls you get, because now you seem unrealistic. What I love about the grassroots marketing is like what we really talk about is that when you get into that and find out what people are actually looking for, like you said, Karen, go find out people's trending. Go find out what people are actually searching. Go find out what people are actually watching. Go find your platform and see what's new and upcoming in there. And you will have a completely different experience around your marketing. It becomes less about the to-do and more about who are you taking with you on that journey.
Yeah. I mean, it's a process too. Like at the end of the day, like if you think like, and this is the thing. Everybody's story is totally different. And what I've learned is that if somebody blew up faster than me or something happened for them, it's because they already had some sort of alignment in them that was like ready for that in some way, shape, or form. Whether they were ready or not, like sometimes they're not necessarily ready for it, but like the whole thought of being aligned with what you're doing has always resonated with me. And if something's missing, then it's really not looking necessarily even at your marketing. It's about looking at you. It has nothing to do with your marketing. It has everything to do with you and what your thoughts are. So for me, I literally like it probably drives you two nuts, but I literally am like, okay, well, that didn't work, but I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm just going to kind of like see where this goes. Like there's a whole like possibility of what could happen. And as I'm doing that, I'm kind of looking at what are my thoughts in this process? Did they serve me or did they not serve me? If they didn't serve me, I can go, okay, I don't really need those anymore. Like that's really not helpful for me anymore. And so my focus then at that point is to go, okay, what's the loop I've created and how can I undo that loop? And as a result of doing this, my life has just gotten weirder and weird, weirder.
In a good way.
I can't tell you how many weird alignments like show up. Like yesterday, like money just keeps coming my way. And I'm just like, I don't even fucking know where this came from. Like yesterday, it happened again. I'm like, more money. Okay. Thank you, universe. Like there's something that I'm doing with my thoughts. And this is what you got to do with your marketing too. Like, what are your thoughts around a particular topic? And the more that you play with your thoughts and you just kind of like notice, allow, accept, and kind of play with it instead of getting so serious about it, there's more possibility that opens up for you. So,
well, and I love this to talk about just, what are some of the tools that we would need in marketing? So I think we hit kind of on the first one. For those that are just joining us, one of the first things we said for best tips around marketing is focus on one platform. That's really been the secret sauce for everything. I know even with Truth Bomb, our primary focus has been YouTube, and yet we love Clapper because Clapper falls into that whole video segment also. So there's a lot of synergy in terms of repurposing content, being able to create that community both here on Clapper, both here on YouTube. And so that's been a big piece. So we have really just shifted. So, okay, what's the focus, right? And so there are so many nuances to different social media platforms. And I think one of the big things that especially women we deal with is that we're told to be everywhere at, all these different platforms. Like, gotta be here, you gotta have that omnipresence. Stop. Just stop right there. Kink, right? And the thing that it is, and I love this with like for the Clapper family, the OGs, and even for those that are OGs on YouTube, is that because you've been here for so long, you've established your presence. And that's really what you're looking to do with your marketing is establish your presence, establishing your message, establishing who you want to be and how you want to come across in it, right? So I think in the world of marketing, the first step is definitely know where you want to put your message, but you have to know your message first. I think too many times, ladies, we agree upon this? Too many times we throw out a lot of different product services, hoping that one sticks in the world of marketing.
Throwing spaghetti at the
wall, right? I talk to so many female entrepreneurs that are like, I have all these ideas and I want to market them all. And I was like, whoa, yes. And you can do it. There's no one way to do this. I think what I love about women is that we do have the ability to create and accept that we can have different elements or modalities within our business. So like, even if you're a painter or a book writer or a wellness coach or a fitness instructor or a business coach, right? There are nuances around you and what brought you to that business, what had you be inside of that. And you'll discover tools and tips and people along the way that you'll want to share with your audience. And the thing is that's okay, right? I'm giving you the permission to really have a conversation around your business and how you're building it. Because sometimes most of the times that transparency really will help you grow because your audience feels like they're getting some of that information for themselves along the way, right? So I love that around what you're doing in business. Now, we know you need a marketing tool, right? So you need a platform in which you're sharing your message. And there are so many platforms out there, right? So we know that's step one, know your platform. We know actually step one is know your product. What the heck are you selling?
What are you marketing?
Oftentimes, I think we do about this backwards. I think we have an idea and then we start marketing it and then we start building the product and then we start looking at money and then we start figuring out and there's this vicious circle that goes on that's actually not serving us. And that's one thing that's always frustrated me about being an entrepreneur, to be honest. I always said, like, why do I keep getting information that's segmented? Where can I find the holistic information around building a business? And that's one of the reasons we built Unlocking My Millions was to create that flow, like idea to concept and everything else. All right. So my question for you ladies, and for those that are watching here on Clapper, is email important in the world of marketing? Do we need email still to this day and age?
Yes. those are the people who have signed up for more information. Those are the people who have possibly bought from you. That's where all your money is. At least that's what I mean. It's like when it's easier to sell to somebody who's already asked for information than somebody who is just out there scrolling through YouTube, scrolling through Clapper. I mean, it's like they may catch you, they may know you, they may not. But if somebody's already asked for your information, it's much easier audience.
Yeah. Karen, what are your thoughts around email?
100%. Why would you not? Like, it's the same thing that Heidi just said. Like, email is you're grabbing people and putting them in a place where you can market directly to them.
Yeah. I mean, I think email is a critical element. I think too many times businesses, there was this, we were reading a book just recently. It's called The Toilet Paper Entrepreneur. And he actually was talking about how you did need an email list, right? You don't need email. You can just build your whole business on social media. And it's interesting because that book was written back in about 2008, I believe is the copyright date. So I bring this up because Ashmar's heading out. Good, thanks for hanging out with us, Ashmar. The thing is like the information that we've been given over the last 20 years has been in a cycle or flow of how we've been building and leveraging and learning to use digital media as a marketing tool for businesses, as a way to communicate for family and friends. Like it really has evolved in a lot of different ways for what we're doing. So I find it interesting that for a while there, they said, nobody needs their own website. Nobody needs email. You can use instant messenger and a social media business page. And there you go. There's your business.
Oh, and eBay and Craigslist.
Oh, eBay and Craigslist, which still exists by the way. Still viable business tools in case you were wondering.
So if you're product sales, you don't need a website. You just need eBay.
You just need eBay.
Amazon's probably bigger than it was now.
Oh, you're talking 12 years ago, 13 years ago? Amazon is much bigger than what it was. Yeah. So it's been interesting because I think it's really the transition around what marketing is, what business is, and establishing that in the digital space. And I think now more so than ever, we've established that businesses can leverage marketing on platforms. And so knowing a platform that aligns with you. So whether you like video, whether you like audio, whether you like writing, you have a platform now, which you can do. You can create your own television station, you can create your own radio station, and you can create your own newspaper. And really, as a business, once you understand that, like the world just expands dramatically. Right? Because you have the ability to do a lot more than ever before. And then the other piece of that is email marketing allows for you, like you both said, it's to build that long-term relationship. A lot of times with social media, because there's so many notifications. How many of you guys have gone through the scroll hole of following people? Anybody gone through a scroll hole? Anybody? Nobody gone through a scroll hole? The scroll hole of following people, sometimes you get lost. I know it's really hard for me to keep up on notifications sometimes on social media. It's hard to track or follow people. It's hard to just find out how I met people through instant messenger. So I love email because inside of that context information, especially if you're using a CRM, which is it allows for me to like detail out how I met somebody, how they came in through a funnel, how they are interacting with the content, and I can create a more customized building relationship experience than ever before. And I see we have some questions over here on Clapper. So Karen, what have we been seeing over here before I dive into any further into this?
I mean, somebody just was saying email marketing is a great tool. It allows you to have that. It allows new audience and possibly new clients. So I think it's nurturing that audience. So yeah.
Yeah. And whether you're a guy or a girl, but our audience is really working with women specifically to create simplicity in marketing. I think there's too much out there sometimes where it's like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And so you're in.
I apologize that we passed up your question. I don't know what your question is. If somebody's writing a story about you, I don't know what your question is. Unfortunately, it looks like it got cut off. So if you want to share your question again, we're more than happy to answer it if we know it, but I don't know what the question is. So if you want to repeat it. Yeah, anyways.
No, I mean, that's it. I mean, we have there's conversations going on. We have live both on YouTube, we have live here on Clapper, and we do that because honestly, if we're going to do a piece of content once, why not have it in two places at the same time? Like, this is where, if as female entrepreneurs, as entrepreneurs in general, you want to be able to repurpose content, right? It is such a big piece of the puzzle. It don't tell you what is the consequence. Oh.
I don't understand still, but
So,
do you understand, Katrina?
Someone's writing a story about you. You don't tell them what it is, what is the consequence. So you want to make sure, so when you tell the people a story about you, right? Like, you want to be open and transparent with people about what it is you're doing. So writing is part of how you're coming up across your content. Right. So you want to look.
Somebody's writing a story about.
Yeah. Someone's writing a story about you and you don't tell them what is the consequence. Can often suggest that some take for granted, pick a business that you enjoy doing.
Absolutely.
We talk about that a lot. That's actually, it's interesting that you bring that up because that's actually the basis for what we teach inside of Unlocking My Millions, really, because I think so many times for us as women, we want to be financial contributors in the world. And so we want to be able to help out our families and do things. So a lot of times we get into businesses because we are chasing the money as a way to help support our family, whether it's pay for clothing, pay for food, pay for the roof over our head, pay for vacation, retire a husband. Sometimes we just fall into things that don't actually fit us and what we're up to or where we're at in our life as women. We were just talking to one of our members inside of Unlocking My Millions, and she goes, originally my business idea was this, but as I started diving into my product creation and what I wanted to do, what I realized is that it doesn't fit my current lifestyle that I want to have. And so it was like this big aha moment, is that you really have to understand as a woman, what is the business you're creating and what time period are you in? Are you taking care of your children? Are you homeschooling? Do you work a 9-to-5 job? So many times as women, we don't learn to weave business into our lives. We learn to focus, as the men do, which you guys do brilliantly, is that you have a singular focus. Well, women really struggle with having a singular focus when they're trying to take care of their family, when they're trying to be taking care of their anyone in their family, from newborn to their parents or whatever, caregivers, that's the word I was looking for. So sometimes I think what we miss out as women is that we don't have anyone to model the female business model, which is why we created Unlocking My Millions, because we want to be the models for you. And we have women coming in from different areas of business, from marketing to finances to brick and mortar to digital product creation, that are coming in, that are giving us all these little bits and pieces that are really strengthening women and how our approach to business needs to look for us. And it looks vastly different from woman to woman. Even amongst the three of us as co-founders of Truth Bomb Academy, we each have a way that we want to live our lives. And yet what we've really looked at is like, how do we bring that together inside this company? And then how do we really help women get the result they're looking for, whether financially or time-wise? How is what we're teaching result-driven enough? And what's interesting, because this question came up the other day, is that sometimes women, what we do is not tangible for the shift that we have internally, for what we're actually able to create, because it's such an emotional and an internal conversation that we are having that has tangible feel and look. Like, what is your brand? What is your idea? How do you create your product? How do you market your business? While we talk about the foundation and fundamentals, what we also talk about is getting back into the body of yourself and loving yourself, because loving yourself is going to help you grow your business and create a more sustainable business. They're so interwoven and connected. And unfortunately, for too long, women haven't really been taught how to blend and weave. We've been taught to segment, focus, and compartmentalize. I know that went off on another thing. So, but yeah.
I mean, uh,
They're having some questions over here. I think they're talking about writing. Um, just like anything else, you want to be able to easily convey your story, and especially if the language barrier is a piece of this, right? I know it's not easy to come across what you're wanting to create. I think at the end of the day, the best thing I can tell every woman is that you want to honor yourself first. And that is I'm not following this conversation on Clapper at all.
I
Like, if
think I'm starting to get it. If somebody's writing a story about you, but they don't have permission to write it about you, is there going to be a consequence? It just depends on the situation, honestly. I think that's what the question is. But it depends on the situation. Yes, you can take somebody to court for slander. The question is, do you want to? I mean, like, that's really what it comes down to. You can absolutely, but I am not a lawyer. I am not a judge. That is definitely not what we focus on here. So,
I have no
hope
legal
answers
expertise
that
around.
question.
I have no legal expertise around any of that, so not even sure how that one would go. If anything, go consult a lawyer and find out how to best serve you around that one. There are things outside the realm of being a business. Now, I do know for myself that question has come up, like if somebody impersonates you or somebody slanders you. I've met and I've worked with quite a few individuals, some gurus that have definitely been targeted because of their level of success, right? I actually worked with a very successful individual that back in the day had somebody created a bot on YouTube to go through and multiple times go through every video and mark it as spam and inappropriate. To the point it literally got his account shut down with him having done nothing but just be himself. So one thing I will tell you is that you are going to get trolls, you're going to get haters, you're going to get people that are envious, jealous, and really just want to bring you down with them. So the place where you have to play always is that, and I think Karen, you say this offer, and like I'm always being in my higher good or something like that. What is it? This is
Only that which is in my highest good.
so only that which is in my highest good. And when you say that to yourself, no matter what happens to you, you look for ways to make this a better situation. Maybe you just needed to recreate. Maybe you needed to let go of the path that brought you to the success you're at. Maybe you were in a transition mode, right? A lot of times we talk about this as female entrepreneurs, and especially within our community and our groups, is that women have stages. So you're not a tree. And you will definitely have time periods when your business flows. You'll have some businesses that you start, some businesses you let go, some businesses you'll sell. You'll have transitions in how you build your business. And that's all part of the process. And that's the beautiful thing when you start understanding your flow as a female. You'll start learning your seasons, you'll start learning your rhythm, and you'll start really stop comparing yourself. You'll gain more confidence in what you're up to, and you'll have a hell of a lot more fun. Just saying.
And then somebody just, or Voodoo Daddy just asked about affiliate marketing while growing your business. I personally love affiliate marketing. I think it goes so well with any business that you want to build. And if you just want to be an affiliate marketer, you can make beaucoup bucks just doing that alone. So if you are looking to grow a specific kind of business, and what I recommend is look for affiliate products that actually fit in with that specific kind of business. And that will actually help supplement your income as you're growing. So personally, I will always be an affiliate marketer because it's a great way to make money. Why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you supplement your income as you're building?
Well, and it's so important to remember that too, is that because of digital, because of all the ability to use the internet. There are a lot of companies. Like, did you guys know that Home Depot, you can become an affiliate for Home Depot? Walmart, you can become an affiliate for Walmart. You can become an affiliate for Amazon. You can actually set up and recommend Amazon products. I mean, that's a multi-billion-dollar business. I actually worked with a gentleman that has been using ClickBank, and just through affiliate marketing alone, he has created well over a six-figure income, not once creating his own product. He just affiliates out other people's products. To your viewers, what affiliate is. So an affiliate means basically you don't create the product. So let's take Amazon for example. You can become an affiliate for Amazon, which means you have a link that you're given. You sign up for an account and you're given a link. And when you sell a product, you're given a percentage or a dollar amount that then ends up into your bank. So you basically make a percentage, either a percentage or a flat dollar amount off of the sale of a product or service that you recommend. An example of this, how many of you guys are web owners? How many of you guys have a website? Anybody have a website? I know we have a website, right? So I'm almost positive that if you have a website, well, that's someone like Fraser, yeah, and your name, because I'm going to come back. Okay. So I'll use your website. So if you guys have a domain or a web host, I promise you could probably go. So we use Namecheap. I know if I go down to the bottom of Namecheap's homepage, it says become an affiliate or become a referral partner. Those are the two languages that are used. When you become a referral partner, they will then send you a back office and they'll send you a bunch of links and maybe some images and some copy that you can write for your emails. And basically every time a sale is made, you get some money deposited into your bank account. Usually affiliate marketing works on a 30-day cycle because that's how you want to go. So there are a lot of tools you might already be using that you can be an affiliate for. Like I know our members of Truth Bomb Academy can become affiliates for our products and services. So we've built in affiliate marketing for our female members because we want to give them an ability to recommend us, because we know not every female business is going to be sitting here building education to build a business. They're focused on building their business. But if they come across another female entrepreneur and they're like, hey, this company and this training really helped me scale to that 6 and 7 figures that I was looking for in my business, that recommendation, we do have a payout for that because we want to recognize and thank our members for that. So yeah, affiliate marketing really is a powerful way to create income without having to do a lot of work. You can do it in less time, typically.
You're not creating the product.
You're not creating the product, but you're benefiting. And the beautiful thing is like when a company creates the product and you're just an affiliate, they take care of customer support. They take care of all the credit card follow-up. They do like 98% of the heavy lifting. And the only thing you really have to do is be somebody that's willing to share the information. So great places to share affiliate links, blog posts. Companies want to know you have a website. So definitely sharing on your own hosted content creator blog post is really good for you. Email marketing is another great place to share out affiliate links. So 2 places where you can really share out affiliate links and generate an extra stream of revenue. Social media platforms, you can. I know there's been a lot of legal that's rolled out recently where they don't like the shortened URLs. So like Pinterest prefers the long URL. I think even here on Clapper, you guys prefer the long URL if we're going to do that. Some of you guys have been using Linktree and other tools like that to be able to recommend and promote affiliate products. So I hope that answered the question. That was a lot. Yep. Correct. So that is everything that you can do. So you don't have to come up with the product creation, but you can get paid fairly well. Also look too, because there are some top tier affiliate companies, and then there are what I call top tier commission payouts. And there are low tiers. And I know that the more you focus in on becoming an affiliate with one company, sometimes hidden away, once you hit a certain point in revenue, you become what they call like a super affiliate or a VIP affiliate or an insider affiliate. There's a lot of different names. So when you're working with an affiliate company that you're selling and recommending their products, you do have the ability to then increase commissions through those types of platforms. So I really love that. I've got 2 companies that we use here that I always recommend. And the more we build with them, we get into that VIP or top tier commission payout. So it means we get a little bit more commission than a standard affiliate because we put in the work to help them build revenue for their company, which every company appreciates. Trust me, that's why they're paying you out. Anything else to add between you two? Anything else experience wise?
No, I mean, I love affiliate marketing. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so much you can, I don't think people realize this, but I promise you, go to any business that you're looking up and scroll to the bottom of the page and just see if down in that menu, if there is anything that references referral marketing, become like a referral partner or an affiliate marketer. Yeah, that's a good one, Voodoo Dice. So like if you sell baked goods, right? You can actually, you can do this through Amazon. You can actually go through and recommend products and services with your Amazon links and create a supplemental income for sure. You could be somebody that paints. And so you recommend certain paints or products that you use, and you could use your Amazon affiliate link and generate a secondary income. There are a lot of
almost every product-based company, everything you're using in your business, you can affiliate for.
Most likely, yeah. There's like, something out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like all those people on YouTube showing you how to create things. They're creating their income mostly from their affiliate links.
Yeah.
They're creating more income from their affiliate links and probably selling the actual product.
Yeah.
I know, like that's why they create all those videos.
Yeah, there's a friend of mine that I follow, and I love this tactic for those that are doing any type of training. But so, like, say you're doing video marketing, right? You could actually have a web page on your site that talks about your favorite tools for recording your audio and for doing your video. So like the microphone Karen's using, we can, reference that one. And so we recommend best tools, the lavalier, the microphone that you wear on here, the type of camera that we use, the type of
affiliate this background.
We should probably affiliate this background. Everybody asks about this background behind us. For those that are watching on Clapper, it's the great wall behind us. But like there's so many ways to create like that resources of tools and recommended products and services that you can then have on your website that allow for people to come in, buy, pick up, and that's just another revenue generating source. So when you talk about content creation, so many of the times we focus in on value, but value is perceived in many different ways. Like you could literally say, okay, what you're going to need to be able to create an ideal video on a budget. And then you can list the microphone, the camera that you can use, the webcam, there's screen sharing options. There are, I mean, dear Lord, the list could go on. And the best lighting to use, what's the best ring light to use? Sometimes we love recommendations and referrals. That's why referral marketing and affiliate marketing is so powerful, because it's us recommending something, and when you build that trust with your audience, they're more likely to buy those products and services. This is just giving me a really great idea for a blog post, by the way. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah. I haven't done that in a while. Probably should build one of those out. Any other questions? Also wanted to recommend rotating links regularly rather than making your marketing static. Yeah, I mean, there's seasons. Here's what I talk about for any type of marketing. There's seasons. Right now if you're in the United States, this is the tax season, which I always love as a marketer. I'm just going to be totally transparent around this, is that this is usually the time people have a little extra money that they're willing to spend on their business or products or services. I know for me, when I first got started on online marketing, and I was still working my 9-to-5 job, I would take my tax check and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to buy this new software that I need for editing my videos. And so there was always this time period which I would go looking for products and services. And I always was looking for somebody that could refer it so I could do the affiliate payout, right? Because it's all about paying it forward. I have no problem buying a product or service from somebody's affiliate link that I know, because it makes me trust them. And I know that what they're getting paid out, I'm contributing to their life and I'm making it better. So I do actually look for people that I want to use their referral link for. Because that's the relationships I want to build. Like I do want money to keep moving from person to person. So oftentimes I'll look for referral links from individuals that I know, or ask them specifically, hey, do you have a referral link for this? Because I'd rather somebody I know get paid that helps their family out than just some random. And that's kind of one of my things. But link rotation is good. Making sure you have a lot of different, not a lot, but like a basket of products you're going to recommend. So like if we go back to the world of digital marketing, there is your domain name, which is one. There is the hosting site, which is one. There is, if you guys are using a theme that is an affiliate theme that you use on your website, that's another place to get through that. If you're doing email, there's a lot of email companies out there that you can be a referral marketer for. So if you kind of follow that path in digital, you'll find there's a lot of affiliate products that you're currently using that you can continue to recommend and keep moving forward. So you're not just doing one product over and over again, but you're recommending different products based on how you use them. This was one of the ways I became a top affiliate in a company, is I would basically say, hey, I'm going to show you step by step how I'm using this to create X, right? So I've done that a lot. I've taught a lot of blogging courses over the years, and I always recommend the tools that I'm using. You know why? Because I know how to use it. I've had success with it. I've generated income with it, from both the use of it and the affiliate side of it. So yeah, there's a lot of benefit to that, to be honest.
Asking about a website.
Oh, what's the best way to design a website so it's not too clunky or crowded? Depending on what you're looking for. I have 2 resources. If you want the affiliate link, let me know, Voodoo Daddy. I'll send it to you. But there's 2 things that I've discovered. I've used WordPress for, dear God, I think 15 years. I started my first blog and it was terrible way back when, just so y'all know. I think I got my second blog shut down. It was banned. You learn a lot when you get banned from a platform. I'm just saying, it's pretty interesting when somebody shuts down your blog for inappropriateness.
Ooh, what were you doing?
No, that's crazy. I don't think. It was back in my network marketing days. I'm sure I did something inappropriate. I probably posted a link wrong or made some sort of health claim that I shouldn't have made, whatever. So what can I say? I love WordPress. I know a lot of people are big fans of Wix and Shopify and some of the other done for you type platforms, which are fantastic. But not asking them themselves. Yeah, I appreciate that, Voodoo Daddy. I really do. Thank you for asking thought-provoking questions. The favorite is WordPress. I like that one is because it's an open source. And what that means is that I have the ability to customize a lot. And it did take me some time to learn the platform. It's way more intuitive now than it was 15 years ago. I will just say that thing was clunky as flock back in the day. But I do have a couple of themes that I've fallen in love with just from a marketing standpoint to keep it simple. The thing is that you don't have to make this complicated. You really don't. I like the simplicity of a WordPress site. If you've got the right theme, I like marketing themes that actually sell. Those are big pieces for me. Yeah, I think the less wording, the better is one thing that we've learned. Don't get wordy on a website. This is not your place to try to explain everything you do. You want to create curiosity. We talk about this inside of Unlocking My Millions around the 8 driving life forces that get people to buy. So there are 8 life forces that get people to actually take action and buy a product or service from you. And that's been really interesting when you start tying that back into your marketing, because so many people think it's just copywriting and this and that, but really it's about what is the life force, what's going to actually get somebody to click on something. And we keep talking about this even inside of Truth Bomb Academy, and as a company, as owners, we're always looking, it's like, are we making sure that we are tapping into what are these 8 life forces that will get somebody to buy, that will drive them to take an action to make a purchase. Not just an impulse purchase, but like a very thought-provoking, hey, I want to invest $500 to get this information type of conversation. So you really have to look at, don't be so wordy that you oversell or that you make it hard for people to get through your content. Definitely use images to support your content on anything you do. People are both visual and they need to see something. They need a visual explanation. So you want to make sure your visuals match your copy, keeping it simple, making sure there's a buy button on there, right? Like buy this, buy now, like don't be afraid to sell. Yeah, focus on needs versus wants. Yeah. So you really want to play in that world, but keep simple images that pull the story along, that bring people through that story, and making sure that you have multiple buy buttons on that page, not just once. In the world of marketing, we have something called above the fold. It's an old school phrase, by the way. If you guys remember newspapers, you always wanted the headline story to be above the fold. And what that meant is that when the paper was, you unfolded the paper, you wanted that story to be seen first so that you would unfold the paper. Well, apparently we brought this language into the digital marketing space. And so when you're on a website, this is why I say you have a newspaper, they're using the exact same language. You want to make sure that your call to action, that your offer, that button to buy is above the fold. So they should not have to scroll to make a purchase. They should be able to land on that page. If they're ready to buy, click that buy button and go on. So that was really, really important. So you want the above the scroll to be your offer with your call to action with an image or video. If they start scrolling, that's where you want information to be. Like that's where you want to kind of have a little more explanation, answer any questions they might have, like, is this a good fit for me? How is this going to help me in my business? What are the results that I'm going to see? That kind of thing. How is this going to improve my life? How does it hit one of those 8 life forces that's going to get me to want this in my life? So I hope that answered the question. This was a really good conversation. I went a little long, but I love this conversation. I can talk business all day long. Sorry, this is really fun for me. Yeah. Karen's like, I can do video all day long. I'm like, I can do website design all day long. Oh, so good. So I hope this was helpful for everyone. Is everyone finding this kind of helpful in terms of what we're doing? I know Voodoo Daddy's been just the moderator for this conversation, so I really appreciate you. The last thing I want to let our Clapper family know and our YouTube family know is that we are being recognized by Clapper as one of the female entrepreneurs for this month. So we will be live on stage, digital, of course, this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central. That's 6 p.m. Eastern. If you guys are in your time zones, find out what that is. But we're going to be one of the five panelists that are going to be brought on to talk about female entrepreneurship. And you're going to hear a lot around kind of what we talked about here and go a little bit deeper. Printify, yeah, a company called Printify. And I'm guessing that's for printing. Are you an affiliate with them because you're a photographer? So I'm guessing for Printify, you're using that to print out your images and such, because that makes perfect sense, by the way. Tip to everybody else. So if you're a female entrepreneur or any entrepreneur, we invite you to join in with us on Wednesday. So that's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central, and support all these amazing women that you're going to see out here in the Clapper community. There's going to be a lot of clapbacks. There's going to be a lot of business talk out here. There's going to be a lot of recognition going on. And this is our way just to really celebrate what we're up to in the world. So I'm just honored, honestly, and excited that we got to be recognized by Clapper for this opportunity to speak to everybody on entrepreneurship. Center Pros can pick them up immediately they want to buy it. Yep, perfect. Yeah, I love that. So you always have the ability. So we're watching over on Clapper. So he's like, he sends out prints, right? So if you're a photographer and you're looking for ways to send prints to your clients, you know, there was a great recommended yet. So it ships directly to them. So these are great little, again, tools that you can use to help build your business. So we're always about recognition and having fun. So make sure that you are playing full out this month. Definitely engage with us. We have a link up above in either one of our profiles to learn more about Truth Bomb Academy and Unlocking My Millions. And really, we're out to create more female millionaires. And to do that, we had to change the conversation and the training that women desire to really have a woven business and life that doesn't lead to burnout, doesn't lead to overwhelm, and really gives you the confidence to step into what it is you want to create and do it in your own way. So I am super excited. I've got two incredible business partners that are on this journey with me, because together we are having fun. We're creating something I've never ever seen before. And we're honored that Clapper recognizes all the hard work that Karen specifically has been doing on Clapper with her genius for video editing and everything else that she does for us as a company. So just giving her a mad shout out for that, because really, truly, I know that's time consuming and that takes a lot of brain power and creativity to be editing and creating brilliance like you do. So thank you again for just your amazement and your gifts to the world. So with that, ladies, join us tomorrow and let's have some fun here on Clapper. So stay tuned for more videos, trainings. Follow us on our channel for sure. We're going to be giving a lot of business training tips and things like that. So let's have some fun and let's make this a good time. All right.
Yeah.
We're good.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you here on around YouTube and Clapper. Bye, everyone.
Bye.